it's Haze. In today's video we're once again going to be doing the Miraculous Monday meme review, and my friend Hedge finds me all the best Miraculous memes from across the internet and I react to them, and oh my god, my hair. I went to the hairdresser just today to get it cut, however, because I have like curly wavy-ish hair, she was like, I'm gonna have to straighten it for me to be able to cut it. And like, I get it, I understand why they have to do it, I get it, but now it's stuck like this until the next time I wash it. It smells great, feels nice, but I don't really think I suit straight hair, so this isn't what my hair is meant to look like. I have had it cut a little bit, but anyway, not here for the hair update. Let's get on with the meme review. So the first meme, so we have Dearest Family trailer from Glue, Dearest Family trailer from the official Miraculous YouTube channel, the actual episode. I mean, I feel like you could apply this to any of the episodes, not just Dearest Family. Like, Glue makes the episodes look so good. They get me so excited and hyped up for it. And then the official channel trailer's like, yeah, I'm excited, but then, yeah, oftentimes the actual episode is a massive letdown. And I actually find that with trailers for anything in general. Trailers make the TV show, the film, whatever, look so amazing. I'm like, oh my god, so hyped for this. But then I go, it's really disappointing. And often a lot of times in trailers, they use only the best bits of the film, and then the rest of the film that you didn't see in the trailer is often rubbish. And I'm like, honestly, I feel the only trailer that's hyped me up and the film had the same hype is the Miraculous movie. Those trailers were amazing and the film was amazing. I know not everyone likes it. I personally love it. No, it wasn't just because I got to go to the premiere. I do generally think it's amazing. I thought it was amazing when I saw it in French and didn't understand it all. I thought it was amazing when I saw it in English. But I have that thing though. Let me grab it. I actually got it at the premiere. They had, so my seat was like on the top floor of the cinema. So it was like, it was more like, so it was a cinema room. I don't know if this is typical of French cinemas. I've never been in a cinema like this, or a movie theatre, sorry, like this in the UK, but it was more like a theatre where you'd see a play. So it has the screen, but then it had like stalls, a circle layer, and then a balcony. I was right up on the balcony, and depending which floor you were on, like in a regular theatre, you would go up to that floor and be led in to where your seat was. So I'm not sure what the other areas were like, since I was only allowed on the top floor. You weren't allowed to go down to the other ones until the film was over. But they had so they have like the regular shop that sold like sweets and drinks and stuff like you'd have in a cinema, but then they also had like I guess like a merch shop. So they had a stand, like a cardboard stand full of the Kwamis, which I see everywhere, so I wasn't interested in them. They sell them in their local supermarket, so I was like, it's fine. They also had a load of these, so I got one. And then they also had, that they have at the Zag store, loads of the jewellery boxes, and I got Marinette's earrings, the activated ones, the red ones. So that was great. I actually kind of wanted though, I really wanted the Queen Bee hair comb, but they didn't have any. I thought it was stunning. I know you can order them from Zag store, but the shipping is a nightmare because they don't have one in Europe. I think they only have one in America, which I think is really odd. Like, why haven't they opened one in France? Doesn't that make sense? Like, open one in Paris. It would do so well, since it's a show set in Paris. So many people go there because of the show. But I don't know, I just thought opening a Zag store in Paris would make sense, unless I'm just unaware there already is one. I don't know. Anyway, next meme. Cerise Navidad. I actually only heard that song for the first time last year. If you've been subscribed for a while and followed me on Instagram and on my Discord server, I was away on a coach trip with my family. I like a good coach trip. I'm like an old woman inside. I love coach trips and cruises and excursions. I think they're so much fun. But basically we got picked up at like 4 AM in the middle of our town centre, and it was like a full day's drive to Dover, which is like at the bottom of England, and then you get the ferry to Calais, which is in France, and then we drove to our hotel, which is near this place called Metz. It's spelled M-E-T-Z, and basically we were there for 3 full days. So the first day we took the coach into Metz, the second day we went to Luxembourg City, which is capital Luxembourg, and then we went to Trier in Germany on the 3rd day, and then the 4th day we drove back home. But it was great, and I had so much fun, and the entire purpose of the trip was to go to Christmas markets in each place. And when we got off the ferry, because it's starting to get a bit darker and stuff by the time we got off, the coach drivers were playing Christmas music. I never actually heard the Christmas song that says this in it. Never heard of it until then, but I love it. And it's almost Christmas time. Well, I don't celebrate Halloween, so for me, after my birthday, it's like time to prepare for Christmas. So I'm like, it's almost Christmas time to me, even though Halloween's first, but I'm like, whatever, I just basically ignore it. Right, next meme. Also we got Emily from Evolution. This woman annoying me. The peacock, this is why she died, she couldn't breathe out of that nose. I can't say I ever noticed before, however, it will always annoy me. So Gabriel, he tried so many different things, and I always hate it whenever I see Thomas be like, because someone will ask him like, if like he had like a semi-successful Akuma, why didn't he try it again? And Thomas was like, why would he try something that clearly failed again? And I'm like, I don't know, ask Mr. Pigeon. Not only did he do it once or twice, he did it, 72 times. Alright. But one of the things, like to me, the most obvious solution, if I were Gabriel, you wouldn't need to do all this mess, you wouldn't need to go through all of it. You could akumatize someone himself, so you didn't need to get anyone involved, akumatize him into a doctor who can cure anything, whether that's like a real illness that exists in our world or like a magically induced illness, which Emily's appears to be. I don't know what name to call it because it doesn't exist what the Peacock Miraculous did to her, other than coughing and general deterioration. I'm not sure what illness it would be equivalent to in our world. So a doctor who can cure anything, cure her, and because there would be no fight, Ladybug would never know about it, there would be no miraculous Ladybug, and before anyone says, oh well, the next one she does would revert Emily back to that state. No, it wouldn't, as we found out in the New York special, because Cat Noir didn't tell her he was also going to be in New York. There was the Sentimonster attack in Paris, and because she wasn't there, the Lucky Charm wasn't tied to that event, she couldn't do the Miraculous Ladybug to fix all the damage, and they had to repair it manually. So it would have been fine. I don't know. Next meme! So we got Kagami and Felix, and he's reading Heather's the Musical. And I was finally able to choose what I like for our 25-month. Is that 2.5 or 25 months? Either way, it's a silly anniversary to celebrate. Really? That's wonderful. Show me. Here. This is what I like. A BL manga. Oh boy, this is a long one. Buckle up because I couldn't fit it all in one page. Oh, that's not the end? Okay. I would have moved mountains for you, Kagami, but I must admit I'm confused. Hold on. See their positioning? This is what I like. I think in Japanese it's called a kabedon. This is too easy. Come on with something more challenging. Although I do enjoy that this is not what I meant. You can come in now. Oh, it's Luca! We all know I ship Felix and Luca. I requested that Marinette's single male friend Luca assist me. I'm your friend too, Kagami. Thank you, Marinette's friend Luca. Felix started to blush. Oh, you wanted Luca to do it to Felix! It's perfect. I'm so happy. Happy 2.5 month anniversary, by the way. I ship from Hedge. Me too. I'm just like, okay, I am an Adrianette stan. However, if Marinette did not exist, I'd be fully for Luca Adrian. However, Marinette does exist. So what's the next best thing after Adrian? Not really Felix, because I hate him. However, in terms of lookalikes, I think they'd go well together, and I think their dynamic would work so well because Luca is just so calm, sunshine boy, he's so sweet, he's so kind, he's so nice, whereas Felix is like, I'm gonna punch you in the face if you touch me. I just think it would be so cute. Like, Felix and Kagami are very similar, and Adrian and Marinette are very, very similar, whereas Felix and Luca, they're quite different personalities. That's why I've always kind of shipped as well Luca and Chloe, because they're so different, but I think they'd be good for each other. You know what I mean? Or let's be fair, I feel like I ship Luca with like most of the kids in the show, apart from Julika obviously. I just think he'd be great for everyone. I basically, in my life, I want to find like a real life version of Luca. That's what I need. Next meme! Change is good, but it's never easy. Yeah, I get what you say. I'm more used to it. See, the thing is, I'm autistic, and it just takes me a while to adjust to changes. And it's not like they had one season of Miraculous and then change animation style. I definitely think that would be weird if that was the case. Like, yeah, we're gonna change it now. So it takes me a while to get used to change, to the point, right? So from when I learned how to read up until the age of like 13, 14, I was an avid reader. Definitely bookworm material, and because of what my hair looked like when I was younger, get called stuff like Hermione Granger, because that's how much I used to read. However, I didn't know at the time that I was autistic, and I basically had like an autistic burnout where I just couldn't cope. I was still going to school, still doing homework, but anything that would involve change, I just couldn't handle. So anytime we had a class that changed room, I'd start crying. Just tiny things. So it got to the point where I just stopped reading novels and books and stuff because I couldn't cope with getting to know a whole new cast of characters, a whole new world, a whole new plot. It was too much for me. And I had to like basically revert to reading fan fiction because I still love reading, I still wanted to read, but fan fiction, for example, I used to read a lot of Harry Potter fan fiction at the time. It was the same characters, often the same world, assuming it was set at Hogwarts and wasn't an alternate universe fan fiction, and only the plot would change. And that just helped me so much. But then for years and years, up until really my PhD, I probably only read 2 books a year, 2 or 3 books a year, and fan fiction. Like 98% of what I read from the ages of 13 to like 24 was fan fiction. Like that was it, because autism burnout. However, for my PhD, because it was a literature-based PhD, I had to read a lot of books, and whilst I definitely didn't enjoy, like I'd say like 80% of the books I had to read, some of them were just and I have a newfound hatred of Haruki Murakami. It really helped me fall back in love with reading to the point where I was just like, I want this PhD to be over so I can finally read what I want to read. And this year so far I've read 60 books because of how desperate I've been, basically. So yeah, so it takes me a while to adjust to change. Although when did we first start seeing the new animation stuff? We got that thing from Jeremy ages ago, then it put it on his Instagram story, but we didn't see anyone's faces, so it didn't particularly help me. When was the first time I probably saw their faces? I can't remember, but it's been a while now. I've been slowly getting used to it. I like this render of Marinette, but when we've seen her in the animation, it looks a bit weird to me. I know as of right now, as of me filming this, the trailers we've seen have been in progress trailers, it's not the finished product. So I'm still hoping, like in this render, in this image here, she looks great, but in the animation we've seen, she looks a little bit strange to me. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly. One of my friends, Ahmed, because he was like, you'd never had a problem with the Miraculous movie animation because that's quite different. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone's still recognisable. I can't pretend in the season 6 stuff or in the movie that I can't tell who is who. I know who is who. But he was like, you never had a problem with the movie animation. And I was like, I think that's because I see it as completely separate to the show. Like, whilst it's definitely based on the same thing, it was completely separate. They basically start the story again. It starts with them getting the Miraculous at the start of the film. Marinette and Adrian don't even know each other, so it was starting again from scratch, which I knew before we even saw the trailers. So I don't think I minded it as much. So my friend was like, Ahmed, he was like, try and see it as a reboot. So I'm trying my best. I'm definitely getting more used to it. I will get that. I mean, as it is, I don't care that much for the animation. I know that sounds horrible because I know a lot of hard work goes into it and I admire it for the hard work that goes into it, but I'm just a lot of the time I'm like, I'm only here for the story. You could make Miraculous on a potato, but as long as the story was good, I wouldn't really care. I appreciate all the hard work that goes into it, but I don't care that much. Like, honestly, like for example, during Recreation, right before Gabriel steals Miraculous and makes the wish, she's talking to Marinette and they're being quite nice in that scene, and you see like sketches of like Adrian as a baby and Emily and stuff. I wouldn't mind if Miraculous looked like that. I'd have no problem. I'm here for the story and the writing, so I probably will never mention the animation again since I don't know a great deal about it. I know more about 2D than 3D. I don't know a great deal about 3D other than you make a model, which is very time consuming and very expensive, you rig it, and then you animate it somehow. But I don't know how it works. So yeah, I know more about 2D than 3D. But yeah, I'm getting there. A lot of people are saying like, well, why does everyone want the old animation back? It looked terrible. Whether it looked terrible or not, I never minded. I always quite liked it. It's just what people are used to. Even if people aren't autistic, people don't like change in general. And I think while some people are completely fine with it and are looking forward that it's getting an upgrade, not everyone else is, and you gotta respect that. Like, this fandom is not respectful. Like, I remember one of the Miraculous ambassadors came out and she was like, I can't remember which one it is, but she was like, I've been getting a lot of comments on my posts and DMs about like asking if we can have the old animation back, and she was like, you know, it's not gonna happen because of like, it can't go back because of like the software kind of difficulties they were having. Can't happen, and she was like really disheartening to see because all the hard work has gone into it, and I know this fandom is such a welcoming and kind place, and I was like, who have you been talking to that you've got this impression of this fandom? Because that's not what I think. I think the people who comment under my videos are lovely, but I think the fandom at large, no, because like I get comments all the time, they're like, whoa, I really feel like you should have more subscribers. And not gonna lie, I feel for the work I put into my videos, yeah, I do feel that sometimes I maybe do deserve more subscribers, but then I see what people are like on Twitter and I'm like, you know what, I'd rather not have any more. I like it like this. Because don't get me wrong, I do get the odd comment here and there where people aren't very nice to each other, but I try my best to shut it down. But if I got any more subscribers, like a substantial amount more, I'm not sure how well I could keep an eye on things. So yeah, so I'm like, sometimes it would be nice to have more subscribers. Then other times when I see everyone tearing each other apart on Twitter and bullying each other because some people think Ephemeral is better than Cat Blanc when they're totally wrong, because Cat Blanc is absolutely better, I'm just like, no, no thank you, bye. Alright, next meme. Not for yapping so much. Oh, I don't know what this flag means. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's canon. For anyone watching who's confused, this flag represents the Arrow Ace community. That is, people who experience no or very little romantic and sexual attraction. Is this referring to... Yes, her bracelets, I thought so. Down for it. I mean, honestly, I've never particularly believed that Lila actually had feelings for Adrian. I definitely feel she was doing it because of what she lies about. As Lila, she often lies that she's famous and she has all this money and she has all these connections, which Adrian, even though he doesn't brag about it, he absolutely has all those things. So if she is with Adrian in some capacity, then she has that by association with him. So I've never actually truly believed that she actually has feelings for Adrian. Maybe you disagree with me, but yeah, I'm down for that. Absolutely. Next meme. It's not really a meme. But anyway, next meme. So Adrian is Ken. He is nothing for... He is nothing. This show is for girl power. Adrian is the main character. It's Thomas and the fans fighting. Damn, my name is in the show's title and yet I was absent in the finale of my own family. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to a main character. Oh god. I lied to the entire world that Gabriel was a hero and made my boyfriend worship his abuser. I got a redemption after killing people and betraying Ladybug. Suck it up, Chloe. And I guess becoming a knockoff Charlene Master, I'm not sure what that is, is much better than having a real character arc. I did miss Luca in the second half of season 5. Absolutely missed him. He was great in all the show. And I'm really looking forward to, hopefully, because Adrian is aware that Luca knows his identity, they talk to each other about it, get some support. Might be in kind of like, I don't know, let's say undercover way. A secretive way? I'm not sure what kind of word I'm saying. Like, not like outright saying like, hey, you know, in Cat Noir, I'm a bit stressed, can we talk about it? A bit more covertly, that was the word I was going for. I will always be mad about Felix, I won't talk about it too much, but basically to me, Felix and Chloe are basically the same character. Felix gets redeemed after doing arguably worse things than her. Never says sorry, Chloe does. He gets redeemed, she doesn't. Don't know. And as for Marinette, as we found out in the London special, I don't hate of her decision. I see her reasoning. I get why she's done what she's done. However, when Adrian finds out, because he will, it's gonna hurt him more, because not only is the truth awful, but because you've also lied to him. So there's two reasons why it's gonna hurt. Where if you tell him the truth in the first place, then it's only gonna hurt that once for a bit. Don't get me wrong, he's gonna be hurt for a while, but anyone would be by that information, you know what I mean? Like, if I was Adrian, I'd want to be told the truth, and if I was Marinette, I'd tell him the truth. So yeah, I don't hate the decision. I get why she's done it, but I disagree. Personally, if I was in her shoes, even at 14, I wouldn't have done that. I had to do something similar when I was 14, and I chose to tell the truth instead of lie about it. As a result, I lost my best friend. She never spoke to me again, but I don't regret the decision I made. So maybe that makes me a terrible person, but yeah, no, I'm just like, I don't hate her for it. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, I hate you, Marinette, for it. I don't hate her for it. I get why she's done it. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I'm not particularly on anyone's side. I just disagree. So the final meme of the meme review is the meme reviewer viewer submission meme, where someone from my Discord server makes a meme of their own and posts it and everyone votes on it, and this is the winner. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning, you have to join my Discord server. The instructions are also on screen, but the Discord server will be linked down below. Join. You have to post a meme that you have made yourself in the meme reviewer viewer submission meme. It has to be one you've made yourself. If you find one you just think is funny, we have a separate channel for that, just called memes. But then everyone votes on it, and Hedge puts in the one with the most votes each time. So this one is from Aryo, I hope I said it correctly. Ladybug equals Beyonce! I mean, she's the best, so yeah. Absolutely. And Hedge also says for meme review 50, every meme will be a viewer submission meme. So join Haze's Discord and send your memes to Hedge. I'm really looking forward to it. It should be really, really fun. So there you go, besties. That was the full meme review for this week. I'd love to know what your favourite meme was, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!